Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dark Elves Let's Play. Now, I seem to have like 2 saves at this point, so I'm not quite sure which one was which, so I do apologise if things have moved around slightly. Everything should still be okay, however, and I'm still in a nice position, so as far as I can tell. However, I've not been on this one for a couple of days, so I could have forgotten something. Anyway, we're going to jump straight back into it. We've got a bit of levelling up to do because we have just defeated the Chaos Invasion. So we are now in a much better, much stronger position now than we were before. Obviously, we've got all of our territory sorted out. Now, I just need to keep aware of everything which is going on out around me as well, just to make sure I don't get into too much trouble. And obviously, Malekith is going to be getting a nice little buff from... Where is that other army? Oh, from this army. Once this army is finished off, a couple more turns, and this army is going to start zerging down here. In fact, Malekith can start sprinting up towards them. I'm going to swap around a bit just to get him... Oh, in fact, these guys are instantly really veteran as well. To get him the most veteran... Well, the best army he can possibly get. You see, some of these guys, he's going to get all the shades as well. So this is just going to make this army that much more powerful. Because everything here is basically the top level units. Okay, so we've got this black arc. Oh, we've got one of a skull reef there, so that's 10k.
The ocean awaits.
And these guys can just fall into here for the time being. In fact, they can go back onto the Black Ark next turn, and I'll get rid of that lord. That's where they came from. Okay, let's look at our text. So this is we need to get up to a Black Ark growth plus 8 overall for the next one, but these ones are really good because these are all basically reductions in costs. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. Let's see, Harpies, Hydras and Black Dragons, Shades and Dark Riders. I've got a lot of Shades, so that one will be helpful. Okay, let's have a look. Let's build that up. And yeah, let's get you guys back onto tax rates. Tax rates is always good in these places because I'm getting into a position now where I can focus more on tax rates. We are... no, I'm not going to put a wall there. I'm going to, let's see, get more income from my slaves. Because again, I'm not having public order issues here. And we are burning through this money quite quickly. We're going to... So now I'm going to pop some growth in here just to get this territory up to top level and end turn. Okay, so we are pushing through our turn now. Well, through the enemy's turns, sorry. Now, over here could be interesting because by now I suspect that the Empire has probably pretty much consolidated and the dwarfs have probably pretty much consolidated, which means that at some point we will end up, once I start exploring that way, we will end up having a world war. Now, I am probably technologically and militarily behind all of them simply because I have, because of my terrible start. So when that war starts, things could get very interesting, because certainly if the Empire and the Dwarfs together would potentially be very damaging to me. Now, right now, this is another reason why I don't necessarily want to go to the High Elves, because they're potentially allied with factions over here, so they could all get brought in. But Ulthuan is my next target, and then Lustria. So ideally what I want to do is I want to get this entire half of the world. So I've got the sea between me, in which I can then start patrolling with Black Arcs, because my Black Arcs... A Black Arc with troops on it will take out anything they send at me. So that was Mazamundi confederating down there. And again, Mazamundi is potentially also very powerful. So I just want to keep staying aware of everything which is going on. This way is probably going to be the quickest. Right, I'm going to save for a couple of turns to get that. For mostly for the tax rate. Right, you can start pushing down towards the coast. You can be dropped. Okay. Let's see where we want to. We'll get you the next level of. So just to unlock the next level, because that Doom Bolt is very nice. Right, as we were saying, you can get your troops.
Favored of the Witch King. To the waves.
Then you can be dumped off.
Cruel and deadly.
Extra growth for Black Arcs. It's tricky trying to work out which ways you want to go down, because here I only get very basic units from here. However, it's still nice to be able to pump them out and give them as reinforcements. However, buffing up these is also very interesting, because I can buff up the abilities. I'm just going to start doing that. Oh no, I'm meant to be saving money. I'm meant to be saving money.
I admire your darkness.
Oh, hang on.
Such slaughter awaits.
Okay, this Black Arc can... Oh, this is my exploration arc, so he's going out looking for islands and things. And the other Black Arc is my military arc to stay on my coast. So I'm going to get him down around here. I'm actually going to get... My plan is with this one to get him to a full stack, so he can sit around here, so he can be basically be a lightning strike. If the elves start invading anybody, he can go and cut off their reinforcements. I keep spending money. I say I won't spend money, then I keep spending money. It's a nice thing now I've got Marafi's territory, because I've got that building. I'm not so worried about this all this chaos corruption in my territory now, which is also a very nice thing to not have to worry about as much. It does still have a negative impact, but it's far, far less. Which obviously, with all the chaos invasions as they happen, that's something I do need to be aware of. And I do think, you know, that was just the first incursion. I think the way they do it now is I will get various chaos incursions throughout the game, just as I get to a certain size there'll be more chaos incursions up until the final chaos incursion where all the chaos lords still come in, and I would imagine that I will also get a chaos lord in the north of me, though we'll have to see what happens there. Now this, even though it's a small army, this is a very powerful army, so actually even if the High Elves do push out towards me here, that army can probably deal with a full stack of High Elves. Depending on the full stack, of course. So we do still have some other Chaos armies around somewhere. But we're not quite sure where. This is the other nice thing the High Elves do have here in Lothern, because even if there is an invasion anywhere on their coast, it's quite hard to get into the centre, so they can actually stay very strong there. Okay. Okay, so we failed a mission. Can I get there?
Ridiculous.
We always take the campaign bonuses. Right. Let's do a big swap. I'm basically swapping these armies right around. I'm going to end up with one extra unit. Having two magic units is never the best idea. Can I recruit a K-Knight Assassin or a Death Hag? Sorry, muted there as I was sneezing. So these guys are obviously very good melee attack. Let's just have a look, see if this tells me their base stats. No, it doesn't tell me their base stats. What are their abilities like, though? But obviously these guys are straight damage, but these guys are quite damagey as well. So, you know what? I'm going to grab one of both and work out which one I want in my army. It might even be that I actually want both.
Priestess to the Druki.
Of course you don't tell me what they're like as military units when I look at them. Okay, so he has a bit more armour. Melee attack is 70. Wow, her weapon strength is 400. Oh, the K-Knight Assassin is also a ranged unit. Okay, in that case, I'm going to use the Death Hag. How does her aura work? She also causes people to frenzy against her. I do believe... Does she do that? No? That's just for normal units. Obviously she gets a leadership aura like a lot of people, and she gets various other abilities up here, which are, you know, you pick one and they block off all the others. That's quite a nice one. She is a little frail, that's the only thing. However, we're going to push down the damage tree to start with. And once we get her on that blood cauldron. I will keep this K-Knight Assassin. I'll literally keep him to use as an assassin, however. Right, so Malekith can start moving back down this way as well with his new shiny army. You can also start moving down. As we mentioned, you are going to start moving.
Sail, damn you!
Right. I do want to repair the port, because ports are always good. I know I'm spending money when I said I wanted to try and save, but that can always wait a turn or two. And you can go straight down assassinate. That's quite good too. I might end up putting this guy in an army, but for the moment I'm not so fussed about that. And he gets various abilities as well, so... And he's both good in melee and he can do ranged attack. Let's have a look what I've got in Malekith's army, because having an extra lord is always useful. It's just what would I drop to take him? I don't think I want to drop anything, but I am going to put him in an army just to see how he does so I can compare him. Oh no, weapon strength first, because with him that's going to be far more beneficial. Okay, and you can go into this army. Spending more money. Spending more money. Tell me off for spending money, guys. I need to save up. I want to get that other building, because that will increase my tax rate by over my entire nation by 5%, which will be a big boost. Right, so we're just going to bring all three armies together. We're going to build this one up. We're going to mass here, and then we are going to invade Then we are going to begin the invasion of Ulthuan. At the moment, it's prepping. Now, the thing they can see is Ulthuan can see this army here, but they probably can't see what I'm building up here, so that's why they've got that army down there. However, so hopefully they're going to be moving all their mustering around here to an extent, though they may be mustering a bit too much down around there, so I do want to pay attention to that, because that's quite a large potential invasion force. But so maybe I want to make a I'm going to potentially get a preemptive strike straight off as soon as I can to try and distract them away from that coast. But this is also why when I invade, I want to burn around this coast to start with, because if I can control here, and certainly if I can control these gates, these 3 gates, and I can control the elven movement massively. However, I'm not pretending it's going to be an easy fight there. It is going to be a hard fight. I am going to have to be careful, and I'm going to have to pay attention. And if I over-egg it, I will get myself killed.
Establish a garrison. Nagorot nobility. What awaits me?
Okay, these guys can both start moving now. I know I said I'm saving money, but
Hag sorceress of bronze.
see, this is annoying because they've actually put things in things I really wouldn't have wasted stuff on. Because I want to get her spells out, because obviously she is a very powerful magician, wizard. I want to buff her army up a little bit, but it's working out exactly what to get. I know I'm spending money when I said I'd save it, but getting this army up to strength, again, is going to really help me. Because if these guys invade, I'm going to have to fend them off. You can definitely start pushing down, because you are going to be providing assistance as you bombard.
Plotting a course.
No, we don't do it like that. I never my units at sea, I try to not move, because then it reminds me to move them and I don't get a half move off. Okay, so this is my fire mage, who is getting the burning head, which is a nice powerful ability for her to have. As the other thing is, I could also put another mage in here, but he does already have some magic, though he's not the most as strong a magic user. I kind of wish I'd have gone straight down the damage route for him actually, and ignored the magic route, because his spells, while they're good, don't seem to be the most effective spells in the world. But no, very soon we're going to be in a position to mount the invasion of Ulthuan. We'll potentially be starting that before we end this session, though it will obviously be happening in full next session. So we'll have to see what happens then. Let's see what Lothan's doing. I am concerned by these forces being built up here, because that is and here they come. So they are invading me. And I don't have much down here, so what I need to do is I need to hit them fast. Now I might actually pop a blackout arc out there to try and help defend. However, at the moment they've only sent one army, and I can definitely defeat a single army. I'm probably going to send some armies down here simply to get their attention. So to try and get them moving some armies up north to try and distract them away from this invasion. However, this is a risky idea, because it makes my invasion plans obvious, which isn't necessarily something I want to be doing. Where are you going?
What brings you before the Lord of the Black Tower?
Heather, I don't know who you are, I don't know where you are. And we've got enough movement to make a major move instantly.
Very well.
So here we go. We are beginning the invasion. We've had to preempt it. I would have liked to wait a couple of turns first, but our hand has been forced. They've not landed. I don't want to hit them until they land. A
vile corruption spreading.
Yeah. I don't want a sorceress in her army because she is a sorceress.
Hagged sorceress.
Let's get that wall going straight away. Where is that last place? Oh god, that's very vulnerable there. There's nothing else I can do with this much money anyway.
The ocean awaits. Lord of Nagaro. Said, damn you.
Alright, let's make sure Marathi is fully equipped with gear. It's negative leadership. To her. That's nice ability actually. Let's have a look. So Trickster Shard, Potion of Healing, yes. Yes. Oh no. Causes damage to self. Adds a miscast chance. Ooh, yes, we'll take the bombardment spell. We have a High Elf Slave. That's good. Okay, we may as well take that one. Do we have better talisman than the Dawnstone? Yes, definitely. And obviously you've got your own mount. Okay. Oh no, we've gained another 5k. Let's do something down here.
I am Marathi.
Madness fills the air.
Let's recruit a quick lord.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
And start recruiting. This is going to be a more basic army. Okay, and end turn. Now hopefully they've seen my invasion coming, which will turn them around. Though they do have quite a lot of armies down there, so even if they turn around, it is gonna be a hard fight here, even if they turn around. So because you can see some of these guys are already have losses. They took attrition in our war with the with Chaos. Well, not attrition, but attrition in the classic form. They lost troops, not the game mechanic. But they lost those just to constant campaigning, constant. You know, they've not had a chance to sit down and replenish their losses yet. So we'll have to see what happens though. I want to see what he does. And here they come. Right, I need to hit that army which has come ashore next turn. That's a must. That army has to die. And actually that's potentially good if because they won't get reinforcements from the sea. So if I can break that army next turn, I can then fall back and defend, and the invasion hits, which means they have put themselves out of position actually, while my armies come down to hit them. We're going to land in the Shrine of Cain first. And then we're going to start moving. We're going to start moving through their territory. I'm trying to fortify here with something else, and we'll start burning along their coast, just to try and keep as much as possible. Okay, I think I might be getting help from the Bone Clubbers tribe, which I don't really want. I don't want them taking anywhere in High Elf territory. Okay, some of our rights have expired.
Cast the rigging.
And here it goes, guys. We are making landfall in Ulthuan.
Suffer for this insult.
Anchors away.
The invasion has begun.
What lies ahead?
Good, they are still following. Where are you? You can head this way towards that one, and then I want to explore the Bretonian coast next. Right.
I am the first sorceress.
Let's do this.
Ambition makes
Oh, running away are we?
for the True King.
Okay, I'm going to fight this because I'm not quite happy with those losses, though. They lack archers.
To arms, True King.
This is a High Elf army, which lacks their key unit. It's a bit still... don't get me wrong, this is a very strong army. These Swordmasters of Hoeth are very, very good. And these are... Oh, they're White Lions, they're not Phoenix Guards. So this is still a very strong army, but... They don't have... They've only got one unit of archers. And one siege unit. Which is... Wow. That is really silly of them. If you play High Elf army, or you play a Dark Elf army, archers play a huge part of your role. I mean, you can see this. I've got 6 archers and a bolt thrower. Now they're all really, really solid units. They do a lot of damage. In fact, at the end of this battle, I expect my shades will probably have done more damage than my executioners, than my greatsword infantry. My Blackguard of Nagrond as well, you know. And these aren't as good as the High Elf ones. I mean, the High Elf ones don't have as good AP, but they... I'm going to keep that. What spells does she actually get? Yeah, she's got very limited spells because they've not actually leveled her up. That is strong versus multiple combatants.
We are ready.
Okay, so you're going to form a line here. You guys can both sit on one side with my cav to match you. We'll put one of these guys at either edge because my Dark Shards have shields, which means if something gets around they can defend, but these guys are also good in melee, so they can actually defend themselves to a reasonable extent as well. You can actually go inside the line. And Marathi can sit here on her flying mount, and my bolt throwers can sit here.
We are ready. By your command.
I'm going to double time it a little bit as we sneak forwards, get ourselves to position. Now the other thing I could have done is I could have just all formed up here and rained fire on them. In fact, that might not be a bad idea, because then I can force them up the hill. Though I might have messed my chance to do that up. Sneaking up the hill while they're watching me. So they're watching me get into a better position, but they're not doing anything about it.
Executioners. Dealers in death. Battle ready. Murder awaits.
So I still want to get these guys in position up here. However, these guys will all move over to this side now.
On the move.
And yeah. Now they might try and send some stuff around my back, and here they come. No, I don't know what they're doing. Are they just avoiding getting involved? They've just run away from me. Let's start shooting. They want to let me kill their archers before they get engaged. And now they're all moving again. Right. Let's get some cav back here. And the rest of them are heading up this hill, which is perfect. Okay. And the cav is also turning around now. I'm actually going to move this line a little forwards just to take full advantage of this hill.
We are ready to destruction. Suffering for all.
And here comes the dragon. All of my range can hit that.
Vengeance awaits. Yuri.
I know it's good against multiple units, but any damage is damage. Oh, she has a doom bolt. Oh, it's a bombardment actually. Oh, get out! Oh, so that did a lot of damage there. We are getting engaged now. Let's start flanking around the sides. Where are my hydras? You guys can all start moving up here.
Carnage awaits. Onward. End them. Onwards to murder.
Okay, Marathi is a little too over-engaged there. I need to get her out of there. All of my range can actually start shooting up at here and defending her. Oh, damn! That was bad. You know, you can stay out just in case. You guys can start slamming down the side into these guys. So they've actually done a really good thing here. They've actually pinned all of my archers, which really actually makes me suffer. But let's actually pull this one out. I want to use his fire ability. You can pull forwards. Right, let's start moving Marathi back. Oh. Let's drop a bombardment on that. A couple of these guys can actually be pulled out to start shooting. That is a lovely, powerful ability. You can shoot into there. So you can shoot into there.
Destroy!
Oh, damn it! Let's get you up here. I want to stop them getting around. In fact, let's fire on these guys as they're pulling around. Our murderous prowess has just procced. Right, let's get my archers all back in now.
Onwards to murder! Forward!
Okay, now you can charge back in. Let's blap another wind spell off in there. I did kind of go through my own ranks a little, but that's fine. Not the end of the world.
End them! Groupie forward! Shades!
For God's sake, stop running!
As you say, kill everything!
Okay, that's gone. Let's get these guys involved. I need these guys involved now. I'm actually suffering here. I would have done better not. I would have actually done better here. Not doing it this way. I've really messed this battle up. I'd have actually done better from the auto, which is not saying much for my skills in this battle.
Executioners! Bolt throwers! Die, weaklings! Eager for battle! No mercy!
All on the Lord. I want to kill that Lord.
At once! Battle calls!
Oh, this is not going well. You two need to actually start hitting up at the back of these guys.
Pull back! Massacre them!
I have messed this battle up massively, guys. Why are my shades not shooting?
The merciless host!
They don't seem to be shooting. Oh yeah, they are. Oh, we've broken them. Oh god, that was bad. That, guys, is how not to fight a battle. Yeah. I messed that up massively. I would have actually been better auto-resolving there, which is a depressing statement to have to make, guys. I need to pull back and hide now, and I've potentially made my situation more precarious. However, because the invasion has started, that will hopefully pull back their armies from my coast. Right now, it might be a matter of I just need to push the invasion to try and force them back and just do what I can to defend over there. I mean, we have broken that army, and I can fall back into a defensive position now to just build up for a couple of turns. That's not necessarily too bad. We're definitely taking the replenishment.
I am Morathi. Restless malice.
Straight back in. Let's get a bit more recruitment done. What rights do we have? Let's take this one to buff up our sorceresses. And how is my public order doing everywhere?
Death Knight is upon us!
Anyway, guys, this is the end of this session, because we are at 38 minutes now because of that terrible, terrible battle, guys. So next turn, the invasion will commence fully. So our first place our first aim is to secure Nagarite, and then it's to try and push down the coast. And I want to. There's a gate here. There's a gate here. No, there might not be a gate here. There's definitely a gate here. My first aim is to secure. Yeah, the unicorn gate is here. Is to secure the gates. No, there is a gate here as well, but it's to secure the gates. The gates. I might leave a single defensive force here. I might even push forwards just to capture somewhere as a more defensive position. But I'm not so worried about this side. It's this side I want to secure, because if I secure all of here, there's more regions here potentially, and I can get into their heartland more, but I also stop them being able to invade my heartland. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Please feel free to put comments and constructive criticism in the comments, please. Thank you again, guys.